My country people, how una day and good day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome back to another wonderful episode here in Glory Info Studio. Well, we'll be discussing something which is nobody should complain if not starts killing Southerners. This was said by Senator Abdullahi. This was a former Nasarawa state governor. He's saying that nobody should complain if Northerners starts killing Southerners here in the north. Well, he's talking about the issue happening in the southeastern part of the country, whereby herdsmen are being attacked, herdsmen are being killed. But looking at this from a clear point of view, these herdsmen are stubborn people that have refused to leave that particular place. Well, ranches have been established for grazing. Open grazing in some states have been prohibited. But these stubborn herdsmen have refused to take their flocks, take their cows to a different place. They carry their cows into people's land and start grazing anyhow. Just imagine you planting your crop, maybe corn, maybe water leaf, and all of a sudden they bring over 500, 1,000 cows into your farmland, and before you open your eye, before you blink your eye, your crops are gone. Just imagine how painful it is. These days, bag of fertilizer is very expensive. The cost of cultivation is very expensive. The cost of all these crops is very expensive. Then all of a sudden, a herdsman just bring his cow and start grazing on your farmland. It's so painful. So I don't blame I don't blame the Southerners or whatever they are doing to these herdsmen. They are stubborn herdsmen that they have refused to listen to what the government is saying. So what do you expect them to do? I'll bring a video showing you when in Ibadan, when they decided to chase herdsmen away from their land. You will see the numbers of cows passing through the streets. In thousands. Imagine if these particular numbers of cows come upon your farmland. Woe betide that farmland, because they will eat everything plus the soil. So this is not a problem of attacking the Southerners living in the north. This is the problem of talking to the herdsmen in the south. You are their leaders, the northern elders. Talk to them. Advise them, because this is only causing problems. The farmers can't sit quietly and watch their crops being ruined by these cows. And the herdsmen want to attack back. So this fight will continue only if the elders in the north speak to the herdsmen, not saying that they will start retaliating. Retaliating will not cause any problem. The Southerners in the north are not disturbing your peace, are not disturbing your business, are not carrying their animals to come and graze on your foodstuffs. They are not doing that. They are trading peacefully. They know their boundaries. But the northerners in the south don't know their boundaries. They are affecting the peace of the people. They are affecting the source of income of the people. They are grazing on people's source of livelihood. So it's not a matter of retaliation, it's a matter of understanding what is happening. How can a governor, a Nasarawa state governor, be making such statements? Well, let me read on so you can understand perfectly what I'm saying. Well, the former Nasarawa state governor and senator representing Nasarawa West, Abdullahi Adamu, has in an interview with Sunday Sun warned that no one should not begin to retaliate the killings and damages suffered by northerners living in the south. Adamu said northerners living in the south have suffered injustice, while southerners living in the north enjoy the benefits without being attacked. He, however, added that moves by southern governors to ban open grazing without providing alternatives and also doing nothing about the killings of northerners in the south could come at a heavy cost, as southerners living in the north could end up paying the price. This is definitely a threat. He said, while the governors pretend to be against the breaking of the country, their actions speak otherwise. The southern governors are sounding like a broken record. You know what a broken record does? It cracks. He said while condemning the decision of 17 southern governors to ban open grazing. He said, I expected them to be more educated people. Each of those governors is under an oath for loyalty, for preservation of sovereignty of this country. That means every one of them is a duty bound to stay away from the act stay away from any act or words that have the tendency of being perceived as being separatist. I was a governor for 8 years. I know what the Governors Forum is. I headed it for 5 years of my right years. Before that, I was chairman of Northern Governors Forum. So the secretariat you see and the bureaucracy, I set them up during my time. Adamu added, before the Asaba Accord, there was a meeting of all the state governors. About 36 of them were there. Less than a week of that meeting, some people came out and claimed Southern Governors Forum. There is nothing wrong with regional bodies. But these governors know the constitution and they know that every Nigeria has the right of movement and association, a right to pursue legitimate goals. These governors are saying no cattle or open grazing. What is the alternative? Have they provided any? If northern governors come together and take a position, what will happen? What right have you to tell Nigerians not to move freely? If the northern groups say no southern business in the area, how will that end up? There are killings of northerners going on in the south. If the north decide to retaliate, we will call it a genocide. What is happening to us? We only know about problems but not solution. People are openly calling for a breakup of the country. Well, Mr. Abdullahi has said his mind, but this is actually not what is happening in the country. It is not wrong to have regional bodies. Well, it's good for the Southerners to come together and have a body of a Southern Governors Forum so that they can treat and tackle their problems personally. Because you can't stay in the north and know what is happening in the south. They know, he that wears the shoes know where it hurts. And according to what he's saying here, that if they decide to retaliate, the first question you should ask yourself, are the Southerners disturbing the business of the Northerners? Are the Southerners here in the north attacking or disturbing the peace of the Northerners? That is the first question. Because what is going on there, like I earlier said, is taking thousands of cattle and grazing openly. Most of these crops or most of this farmland they are grazing on are people's source of living. These are not weeds. These are not unwanted grasses. These are people's source of living. So they are really affecting the lifestyle or the livelihood of people. If they can transact their business in the south peacefully without disturbing anybody, nobody will attack them. Nobody will come and kill their cows. Nobody will come and chase them out of their land. But see, if they continue to disturb the peace of people living in the south, they have no option than to chase them out of the land. So the governors have to protect their people. This is what we call catchment areas. They have to protect their people first before thinking about foreigners. They have to protect the citizens, the indigenous of the south, before thinking about foreigners. You can't be thinking about the well-being of foreigners in your land and leaving your people to suffer. So, Mr. Abdullahi, I think the best thing you should do is talk to the herdsmen. Speak Hausa to them. Talk to them. Let them understand. Let them know where to carry their cows. Let them know how to graze. Not to take it to people's farmland and start feeding on people's flocks. I've seen so many farmers crying, lamenting of how the year went, how bad it was, how their planting and their harvesting season was bad because of why? Herdsmen grazing on their crops. This goes a long way. It affects their source of livelihood. It affects the school fees of their children. It affects throughout the year. How will they be feeding? We know rainy season comes only once. So once it affects their planting, affects their cultivation, it has affected that year throughout. So their yield will be very, very low and very, very poor. In other words, they can't feed their family for the year until next planting season. Why? Just because of herdsmen grazing on their farmland. It is so painful. So I think a long-lasting solution should be brought. What about Benue State? Their ranches have been established. In Benue State, so many ranches have been established by the Governor Otom, Samuel Otom, but still there are still some stubborn herdsmen going about, still grazing openly. So what do you say? What do you say in a situation like that? Here in the Middle Belt, what do you say? The governor came out last week and said he's going to increase the punishment for every herdsman that is caught still grazing openly. Ranches have been established, but they are still going against the law. So this is not a matter of these herdsmen have refused to understand the fact that every land is not meant for grazing. They sit and think that since it's their brother that is the president, they have the right to walk freely and graze openly in Nigeria. Nobody is saying that you can't move freely in Nigeria. Freedom of movement is allowed. Freedom of speech is allowed, but there is what we call trespassing, even in the law, even in the constitution. There is what we call trespassing. You can't walk into somebody's land and start doing what you like in somebody's land. So I think the governor should come together and look for a longer-lasting solution to this problem. Not what Governor Abdul or not what former Governor Abdullah is saying about retaliating. This is only trying to instigate a riot, crisis, and war in Nigeria. So, well, I don't know what your thoughts and opinions are on this matter concerning what former Governor of Nasarawa State Senate Abdullah is saying. Well, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. Is open grazing good? Or should these herdsmen take their cows or their flocks to the ranch that have been established? Or what do you think concerning this? Leave your comment in the comment section below. And if you're coming here for the first time, I'm Favor Abashi, the humble presenter for this wonderful channel. Please, I would love you to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell by the side, so whenever we drop our daily content, you will be the first to get notified. Keep watching the Glee Info, and God bless.